Welcome back with me Axel, and this is the gameplay for Hawk, and we are going to test out the power for the overdrive with the equipment. So let's get started, and which equipment that has the ability to boost up our overdrive power, that is SERAPH generators. We have two on each side, but first let me ignore this first and then get the reloading speed instead and see if there will be some kind of improvements after we equip that item. So this is the chance to test out where it will work or not. First, let me get this on the last stage, at least for now. Stage 130 on heroic mode, and I'm going to solo this with maximum sparrow. And here goes. Without the overdrive equipment, will I be able to get this done? And alright, let's see if this will work. We have incoming drones, and there you go. Bullets all over the screen. I'm just going to avoid all of those bullets and don't want to get bumped into them. Right, here goes the boss, and that's the overdrive. As you can see, the damage, and it's almost half one of the part of the body. And we got this the other side, and I think it almost did the same, more or less half of the health. Alright, let me get this with the robot help. And alright, that's it. Now let me get the other part done. Boom. Alright, that's great. And now let me get the other part of the boss without the overdrive power probably. Or here goes. Just for the other comparison for the overdrive. And you can do that on this boss actually. That's very awesome that you can hit diagonally or horizontally or vertically instead. And here goes the last part of the boss. There are two of this, and then the core will be exposed. And alright, now let me get this. The cannon is almost down, and fidget spinners plus drones, they are all going together. And there you go, and the boss is down. And now it's time for the real comparison. Now I'm going to equip the overdrive equipment. Where is the SERAPH generators? And let me get back. Time to equip this and see if there will be there should be a lot of improvements, and it should be like almost double the original power, and we have like plus 60% improvement in the overdrive. So there should be like a lot of changes, and we can see this. Alright, so let's get this. The power of the overdrive, will it work for this boss, or probably some other planes if there will be like some kind of no sign of the equipment changes? So well, let's see about this. Bullets, let me clean up all of them, and then alright, there you go. And time to get this boss with overdrive. And oh my goodness, is that the real changes or improvement or boost? There even any kind of boost, and I just need like, is that getting weaker instead of getting stronger? I'm not sure. Probably reloading speed will do better than that. Alright, that's great. Now at least I got this. Now let's try the other overdrive power. That seems to be very low in damage, and the equipment doesn't seem to be like doing any damage instead of slowing me down. Alright, there we go. And time to avoid all of those cannons attacks. And I'm not sure whether I will win on this. Probably have some kind of other strategy. Alright, that's great. The core is exposed, and now I still have legacy, so I'm winning on this. Victory. And alright, so let's test out this plane with this. Alright, the previous equipment, reloading speed first, and before we get into the SERAPH generators. And alright, that's set. Now we have Basalt, and how about getting this with the plane? And I think Basalt right now before the update has the greatest amount of damage with the overdrive's power. But let's see if the overdrive will work out as I have expected. Plus 60% of the power, that's a lot of improvement. So there should be like significant damage that you can see on the screen. Right, I just tested that overdrive did like less damage towards the drones, How about the boss himself? Here goes. Wow, that's very fast. And killing the entire boss body very efficiently. We got that. The fourth ability as well, helping me out. Wow, that's very great. And now how about this? The other overdrive just getting triggered. And now waiting for this boss to get down. And boom, it's all over. Now you can see that the overdrive power is more or less like that. And how about equipping this plane with the SERAPH generators? That there should be like a lot of improvements, and instead like less seconds to take the boss down. And now SERAPH generators, you are all on. We got this. Right, 2 generators and should be like plus 60% of the power. So we got this. Alright, let's see if this will work out in the end. And here goes. More or less the same setup. And let's see if this will work out. No matter what kind of equipment that I use, our other robot setup, that there should be like no changes. I see I use the same setup before and after the overdrive equipment. So here goes. And as you can see that the overdrive is getting lower at damage. So reloading speed robot, reloading speed equipment has more of the power. That isn't right actually. And here goes the other overdrive again. Just to test out, I still cannot believe this thing, that the overdrive equipment didn't add the overdrive power. That's very confusing at all. And now let me get this. All overdrive, and it hardly killed this boss even at the last seconds. And there should be like well, one hit and then boom, down. That's the power of this overdrive. And it's getting weakened as I change the equipment with the overdrive power plus 30%. And I think that's like overdrive power minus 30% instead of plus 30%. Right, so I think that the equipment didn't work at all, and instead it's just slowing you down. So probably you might consider equipping the reloading speed instead. That's going to boost up your overdrive power compared with the SERAPH generators. And probably developers should pay attention highly to this, some kind of mistake like this. Recently I found a lot of wrong descriptions, incorrect description statement about all the abilities, but this is one of them. And probably would you like to put some other comments? Put them in the comments description down below, and let me know what you think about the SERAPH generators or other equipments that you would like me to make the video of. So anyway, this is all my gameplay for today, and thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave thumbs up as always, and goodbye. Alright, just trying to get hit. Probably I'm going to clean up the drones later at this phase of boss. Now we got this. Now the sniper just worked out on the 4th ability and kill the armor for this boss.